Some prominent members of the royal family have already enjoyed their summer beach vacations and returned to their official duties, such as attending the Olympic Games in Paris. A delightful surprise came from Denmark's King Frederik and Queen Mary, who escaped with their 2 children to Sardinia. This renowned family also chose this destination to avoid the cool summer of Northern Europe. Yes, they too love the South. The royals and their twins, Vincent and Josephine, were spotted swimming in the ocean at Nikki Beach in Porto Cervo, looking entirely different from their usual regal attire. This vacation was a chance to see them disregarding palace protocols, enjoying themselves like any other family in swimsuits, between ocean dips, playful jumps, and relaxing days, marveling at the wonders of Sardinia. It's not the first time Frederik and Mary have chosen this Mediterranean enclave. 2 summers ago, they were seen in the Italian towns of Porto Cervo, Sardinia, and Portofino, Liguria, as well as the French town of Saint-Tropez. One thing is clear from this vacation: Queen Mary remains in great shape and boasts a sporty figure with firm and slender muscles. This time, she was captured in an elegant patchwork-style one-piece swimsuit that highlighted her stunning figure. She let her brunette curls loose while swimming in the sea and opted for a makeup-free look, embodying relaxation as she sipped a drink on the shore. Even while entering the ocean, Mary kept her beloved Cartier bracelets on, showing her attachment to these cherished pieces. Meanwhile, King Frederik was fully prepared for the vacation, wearing sunglasses and light clothing before taking a shirtless dip in the sea. At one point, he even attempted a dive and seemed in high spirits, throwing his head back in laughter. Enjoying the sea, Frederik wore orange swim shorts, revealing rare glimpses of tattoos on his leg and shoulder. Their 3-day holiday in Sardinia was splendid, and they returned to Paris with recharged batteries for a special visit, as their love story ignited at the Olympic Games. The couple met 24 years ago at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. It was their first time attending the Olympics as King and Queen of Denmark. Previously, they participated as princes. Mary, born in Hobart, the capital of Tasmania, was in Sydney at the time. A lawyer specializing in communications, Mary, then 28, decided to go to the famous Slip-In pub with her flatmate one evening, where some young royals visiting Australia for the Games happened to be. Frederik was there with one of his best friends, none other than Philippe Bourbon, who, like Frederik, was an heir to the throne. Mary's friend already knew Prince Philippe, so they immediately introduced themselves. Frederik was instantly captivated by Mary's beauty. He introduced himself as Fred. Mary had no idea who these 2 handsome young men were until later, when she was told they were European princes. "I didn't know he was the Prince of Denmark," Mary recalled in a 2005 interview. "Half an hour later, someone came up to me and said, 'Do you know who these people are?' The truth is, Frederik and Mary hit it off immediately and exchanged phone numbers. The young lawyer didn't know that evening would completely change her life. Talking to her was pure pleasure. There was a connection and a lot of emotion between us. Gradually, love blossomed," says an enchanted Frederik, who spent a year in a long-distance relationship. Phone calls, emails, and rare trips to Australia for Frederik. But there comes a time when love becomes one of the strongest reasons for lovers to make significant decisions. Mary left her homeland and crossed half the world to settle in Copenhagen, a beautiful city in a small European country with an unfamiliar language, to be with her charming prince. Rumors about their romance with the Danish crown prince spread like wildfire, and some media dared to break the news in 2001, a year after it became known. In early 2003, Mary worked at a Microsoft branch in Copenhagen, but when their romance became an open secret, the palace announced the couple's engagement in September, which became official on October 8th of that year. For Queen Margrethe, Frederik's mother, Mary's appearance in her son's life was a balm that healed her worries. Frederik had always been cheerful. He was nicknamed Prince Turbo. So if he was now ready to settle down with a professional, smart, and sensible girl, the heavens opened for Margrethe. Of course, only for a few years. After the engagement, the wedding date was set for May 14, 2004, just a few days before Philly and Letizia's wedding on May 22nd in Madrid, and Frederik and Mary's marriage became a major event in their country. The wedding was attended by all reigning European houses, as well as non-reigning ones like Constantine of Greece and Anne-Marie. She is Frederik's maternal aunt, as Anne-Marie is Queen Margrethe's sister. Frederik was moved to tears when he saw Mary walking into the Copenhagen Cathedral. The bride wore a gown by Danish designer Uffe Frank, adorned with a 100-year-old lace veil belonging to the Danish royal family, and a diamond tiara given by Queen Margrethe. On October 15th, Frederik and Mary welcomed their first child, Prince Christian, the current heir to the Danish throne. A year and a half later, their first daughter, Princess Isabella, was born, followed by twins Vincent and Josephine 4 years later. Frederik and Mary's 4 children retained their princely titles. Unlike their 4 cousins, the children of Frederik's brother, Prince Joachim of Denmark, who were stripped of their titles by Queen Margrethe in 2022. This controversial decision deeply upset the Queen's younger son. However, the Queen stood by her decision, aiming to allow these grandchildren to lead as normal a life as possible. In reality, it is believed that Margrethe's decision was more economically driven to reduce the royal family's budget rather than to protect the private lives of 4 of her 8 grandchildren. For Frederik, sports have always been an additional advantage that he promotes, especially among the youngest. In 2009, he was elected a member of the International Olympic Committee, a position he held until 2021. He intended to resign upon ascending the Danish throne, but decided to delay his resignation to focus on his duties as heir to the throne. It has been a great honor for me to help spread the Olympic ideals for almost 12 years. I particularly wanted to encourage young and old to get off the couch and start living through sports. My work with the IOC inspired me, in particular, to create the Royal Run, of which I am very proud. Although my active membership with the IOC ends in Tokyo, I will continue to carry Olympic values in my future work, he said in his resignation statement. The proclamation of Frederik and Mary as King and Queen of Denmark took place on January 14th this year. In May, they celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary. On social media, Frederik wrote a heartfelt message to his wife. A very special day for both of us, which we also love to celebrate with our 4 children. This year, this day coincides with Mother's Day. So, I send you, Mary, my special love as a wife and as a mother, he wrote. This summer's vacation in Sardinia was a testament to their enduring love and close-knit family. Despite the royal responsibilities and public scrutiny, King Frederik and Queen Mary continue to find joy in the simple pleasures of life, cherishing their time together and creating lasting memories with their children. As they return to their official duties, they do so with renewed energy and a deepened bond, ready to face the challenges and joys that lie ahead.